What up, and Happy New Year to everyone. It's your girl K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of the Season 7 premiere of Tyler Perry's Sistas. So if you haven't seen the Season 7 premiere of Tyler Perry's Sistas, turn this video off, go watch the episode, come back and watch this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds of your time. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words. You will hear me say, so, like 1,000 times. I might stop to regain my thoughts. I'm going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. And anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And comment below what you thought of the Season 7 premiere, what you would grade it, because I do grades, I don't do rates. If I forgot anything when I talk about what I'm about to talk about, if I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, all that stuff, comment below. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I don't think I'm going to have to change my grade at the end of this review, but either way, I'm going to give my grade, and I'm sorry. This is going to have to be a bad grade, and I'm so upset because from the mid-season premiere of Season 6 of Sistas, I was like, they doing such a good job. It was so good. I was like, yes. I was giving them B's and B minuses and stuff like that. High grades, passing grades. And then they come with this Season 7 and they disappoint like a motherfucker. I was just like, they disappointed us. They disappointed me. I'm sorry. They disappointed me. I don't care. Because they was doing so good. We was getting so much good stuff from the mid-season 6 premiere. From the mid-season 6. Not the beginning of Season 6, but that mid-season 6 premiere. And just like, when it comes to Tyler Perry shows, I don't even be knowing if it's going to be, his episodes be so long. His seasons be so long sometimes, or they be some short sometimes. So I don't know when it's a finale and when it's a premiere. I was surprised when I seen today, I was looking for episode 6. No, I was looking for Season 6, episode 23. And then I'm like, oh, it's Season 7? I was like, first of all, we didn't take no break. I'm not mad at that, but we didn't take no break for me to even correlate that it was coming to a new season. But then, like I said, sometimes he'll have a season that'd be like 17 episodes long, and then he'll have one that'd be like 20, 23, 24 episodes long. So how was I supposed to know that was the Season 6 finale? Because Danny got snatched up, which we found out was fake in the Season 7 premiere. But anyway, I just spoiled something. But either way, you should have seen the Season 7 premiere of Sistas if you're watching this review. If not, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode, okay? I gave my grade. Oh, I didn't even get a grade. Yeah, C-. I'm sorry. C-. It did not give. I don't care about Andy's new hairstyle. I don't care that Karen's showing. The episode was still dry as fuck. So, yeah. So, I'm going to start with the first scene like I always do. I go scene for scene. Hold on. Let me get a swig of water right quick because I am thirsty. I was just eating that candy. I shouldn't have been eating candy. I just had such a taste for it. I'm going to set my water on the floor because this junk is tilted and I don't want it to knock over my iPad or my ring light. Okay, so the first scene of Season 7, the Season 7 premiere, is Danny waking up from a bad dream, which was a dream. So her going to her car and it being bust out and getting snatched up by a guy, that didn't actually happen. She was dreaming it. She was dreaming it all. So she wakes from a bad dream. Tony's there with her, and he's trying to comfort her. He suggests that Danny talk to a therapist about her dreams that she's been having, this, that, and the third. And Danny, she's like, I don't need no therapy, nigga. Da, da, da. So let me get this weird ass scene. Oh yeah, so okay, yeah, Andy don't got the faux locks no more. I was like, what do they want? I was wondering about that. Like, was they trying to portray her as having locks? Because if they did, then why wouldn't they just be retwisted or something? So it's like y'all wanted us to believe that she went that long without getting her hair done in a new style. I don't know. I was just tired of the fake locks too. I was like, at least get them retwisted or something if she gonna act like she got actual locks. But I don't know. It is what it is. So Andy got a new hairdo, whatever. And they done recasted Jordan. with some nigga that's not even believable. I'm sorry, like, this nigga is not believable to me. When I first seen this nigga, I was like, who is this gay nigga? And I was just like, I don't know, he looked like he got a little sugar in his tank. He just not a believable, he not believable for me. What happened to the old Jordan? I was so mad at that. I mean, Jordan not even a key character for me, but recasting him was crazy. I was like, what the hell? So we get this, like, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a double date or what it is, but Gary and Penelope, they show up. And it's at Andy's place, and Gary is like, they all acting cordial to each other in the beginning. And I'm like, I guess Penelope was weak, like Gary said, because she back with the nigga. And they all smiles and giggles and shit. That's why I said she should have been one of the ones listening to that AirPod when Gary was talking shit, saying she was weak and all that. She was going to take him back. I was mad for Tima and Andy was listening to the AirPod, because I was like, y'all already know the type of nigga Gary is. Let her listen in. She don't know. But I guess she was weak for giving in. I mean, she got a child with him. I wouldn't use that as no excuse, but still, she got a child with him, whatever. So I guess that's what she want to stay. And like I said, like, this episode was just so, I get that y'all trying to let us know that this is 3 months later, and y'all trying to get us established to where the characters are now. But it's just like, y'all could have did more. Like, these little dialogues was so dumb. They was just so Tyler Perry in this goddamn episode. So I found myself not even having to write a lot, because the dialogue was so repetitive in this episode. So apparently Pam is like a social media, let me move my damn camera over a little bit, because it seems like it's about to fall. Okay, there we go. You better not fall, bitch. All right, there we go. That should be good. Okay, yeah. So apparently Pam is like I don't know if she got social media influence now or whatever, but she on her social media heavy, telling people that Karen's salon is going to be opening soon in a few days. Karen is finally showing, guys. I was like, woohoo. But at the same time, this episode was so damn dry that I couldn't even enjoy her actually showing. But I was like, okay, about fucking time. So then we find out that Brian, the contractor, remember I told you I was trying to learn his name? Finally heard his name this damn episode. Well, somebody told me in somebody told me in the comments of my last review what his name was. But now that I know his damn name, he off the damn show. It's like, goddamn. Because they said his name in this scene too. I was like, now we know it. Now I know his name, and his nigga off the show. It is what it is. But apparently, Brian, he ghosted Karen, having some issues with his wife. And I'm just like, okay, so now the contractor storyline is gone. I'm just like, where we going with this? Because they sure did make it seem like it was something. They had everybody wondering what the contractor motives was, and now he just gone. I don't think that's the end of us seeing him. I don't know. So then we get this update on Zatima. They basically in the house, and basically apparently Heather called the cops on them, of course, because they came and took Michael again from her house. And I was like, I called this. Y'all didn't take no pictures of the baby being tied up, the abuse or whatever. I mean, I guess they did because of what Fatima says later in the episode, but they didn't really do a lot to get some proof that Heather's like mistreating the child or whatever. Even though it's obvious. But of course, she called the cops on them, but this time, instead of them taking the baby back to Heather's, they put the baby in foster care. So Zach's on the phone with the foster people. On the phone with somebody. And it's basically hoping that Michael's being taken care of by the foster parents. So, of course, Zach, he's still sulking. He in this sulky mood. He's been this way for, since the mid-season premiere, season 6. he basically he want his son there with him. Fatima was like, it's just like the same thing. They acting like we needed an update on Fatima. They going through the same shit they was going through in the last episode. Fatima telling them like, there's no way we're not gonna get custody from Michael after the state that we found him in. So apparently they told them about how they found Michael and all that, but it's like, did y'all have paper? I mean, did y'all have pictures? Did y'all take some documentation? Anything? Proof? But Fatima says it's like they definitely gonna get the child. And now I'm looking at Fatima like, well, if you watch this, hopefully y'all watch this Fatima, but the season 2 finale or season 3 finale of Fatima admitted. I mean, she admitted she was pregnant. She told Zach she was pregnant. So now I'm wondering, what is the timeline between Fatima and Sistas? Because shouldn't Fatima be showing too if it's 3 months later? But like I said, I don't know the timeline between Fatima and Sistas. I'm not even going to try to figure it out because the timeline on Sistas is so damn slow. So we get this saying Sabrina's in her office at the new job or whatever. Well, not the new job. Same job, new location, whatever. So her and Maurice on the phone, and this is when we get this lame ass write off of Calvin. Like, basically, Maurice tells Sabrina Calvin moved away with a white woman. I was like, so that's y'all lame ass way of writing Calvin off the show? I was like, damn. Because like I said, we haven't seen Calvin for a couple of episodes. And I was just like, but who's really complaining? Like, who's really checking for Calvin? But it's like, damn, they just wrote that nigga off the show with a white woman. But it's like, at the same time, Sabrina, if you know you can't get down with the type of shit he into, then you might as well just call that a spade and let him live. And don't even trip off of it. So like I said, this episode was super repetitive. We go back to Tony still suggesting that Danny see a therapist. They had this whole conversation. I didn't even write down more than that. He suggested that she see a therapist again. So then we back with Andy, Jordan, this fake-ass Jordan, Penelope, and Gary. And I'm just like, who thought that this was a good idea for them to link up and have this fake double date and act like everything cordial? Like, this should never be happening. I get it that y'all want to be amicable, but it's like, no. I feel like we don't even need this. So Gary and they being an asshole, standoffish, basically questioning why Andy and Jordan invited them there, throwing little subliminal shots at Jordan. So Andy and Jordan, they seem to be good together. They seem to be good. Gary and Penelope, they pretend like they good. And so then Gary's like, man, cut the bullshit. Why are we here? And then we go back to Maurice on the phone with Sabrina. He tells her that before Calvin left, he said he couldn't see Sabrina because he loved her too much. She probably would have convinced him to stay, this, that, and the third. Then Rich comes in her office with flowers. Then we get Pam back at the salon. Pam suggests that Karen have somebody come and help her with the salon, like a man or something. It's just like, girl. Then we go back to Fatima, where Fatima suggests to Zach that he call Andy for some reassurance about Michael's case, because apparently Andy is Zach's attorney in his case for Michael. Then we go back to Tony and Danny. Tony admits to Danny that he has a therapist, and Danny she's not feeling it. He's like, at least think about it. She's like, okay, whatever. Then we have Rich and Sabrina. They in her office. They talking about her having her old job back, and Rich like, they lucky you ain't sued for defamation or whatever you want to call it. They start making out in the office. And the little website that I watched the show on, they be having little comments, and some people think that Rich is like aggressive and Sabrina should run while she can, whatever. But I don't see nothing wrong with Rich yet. I'm gonna say yet. I don't see nothing wrong with him yet. Maybe they trying to show Sabrina's more outspoken side. Cause you know Sabrina's like the timid one of the group of the bunch. So maybe they trying to show Sabrina wild out a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe Rich is a wild nigga. We'll see. Cause they was like he trying to take her to the car to have sex. I mean, Sabrina probably never did that. Sabrina's like prude, you know. Yeah, so Rich and Sabrina, they start making out in her office. Then we go back to Pam and Karen, and Pam steady suggesting that Karen call a man. Aaron then suggests that she called Zach over to help. And I'm just like, Pam, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, why are you pressing her to call Zach? I get it. That's supposed to be her baby father or whatever. But that's a whole engaged man. He's happily engaged. He dealing with his own other baby mama drama right now. Like, what type of bitch are you to tell her to keep calling her engaged baby father? Like, and then we got Karen throwing a little subliminal shot at Fatima saying she ain't got edges or something like that. I'm like, now look, y'all supposed to be getting on good terms, but you over here throwing shots. It ain't like it's gonna get back to Fatima though, because nobody was there to. But I was just like, look at Karen throwing shots. I feel like they ain't even tried with this episode. They was like, look, Andy got a new hairstyle, Karen showing, and we replaced Jordan, so this is gonna be good enough. They said fuck dialogue. So we go back to the double date. Gary's not feeling it, and he wants to know why they're all together there. And then he has the nerve to say that Andy tried to come between him and the mother of his child. Talking about Penelope. I was in my head like, this nigga is really a sociopath. He really said that shit out of his mouth. I was just like, wow. I couldn't even say that. I was like, wow, nigga, really? You came in between it. Like, what? So, then Andy, she gets a call from Zatima. She steps in another room. It's basically Zatima, they telling her, well, basically Zach tells her, he suggests they hire a PI and trick Heather into doing some shady shit to get her locked up. So Andy definitely advises against it. She's like, no, just wait for the arbitration. You have a strong case. There's no way you're going to lose it. This, that, and the third. The team was like, that's what I told him. And they end the call. Andy goes back out there to join them, and she then expresses that she's no longer harboring any bad feelings towards Gary. She says she's found her partner, her everything in Jordan. Then they get to this point with Jordan. I guess he like running for mayor, or he's into politics or something. And Gary shadily makes a contribution of $100K to his campaign. I say shadily because they made that a moment, so we know it's going to be brought back up. Then we get back to Tony and Danny. Tony goes in the bathroom to make a call. I thought it was something shady, but then we find out later that he was calling Sabrina. I mean, I guess Danny keep getting these good dudes and she don't know how to treat them. Then we get Fatima reassuring Zach about Michael again. Then we get Pam inviting Karen to come out with her. And Karen's like, no, of course she declines. I'm pregnant. Ain't nobody checking for me. Da-da-da. Then we back to Sabrina and Rich on their way to fucking Rich car. But then Sabrina gets a call from someone and we find out it was Tony. I'm like, you couldn't get the dick and then go see Danny? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. Priority, Sabrina. But anyway. So, then we get Pam again on her social media telling her followers. I mean, she tells Karen that her her social media followers, they're gonna have the salon packed when it's open. And then we get Tony coming out of the bathroom and randomly tells Danny, I gotta run an errand, I gotta go. As he's leaving, Sabrina's coming in. No offense, but it looked like Danny got a little bigger. I don't know if it was what she was wearing at the moment or I don't know. Because, like, we didn't even have a break with them from this season 6 finale to the season 7 premiere. So it's like, I don't know. Why it look like she got weight on her? Like I said, it might be what she was wearing in that scene, but she looked big. Yeah, she had the same outfit on the whole episode. So, yeah, she looked big. I don't know. She looked like she got bigger. So, Sabrina gets to Danny's and she's like, Tony called me. He said we need to talk. And I was like, oh, so that's what he called in the bathroom? I mean, I guess that's a good man trying to get his friend to check on her or whatever. Suggest therapy to her or whatever. Then we get this scene. Fatima's like, I'm going to the bedroom. Like, I'm gonna start without you to Zach. Zach sitting on the couch talking about Michael. Then he immediately gets over it. Like, don't you start without me. Like I said, this scene was, this episode was so corny and dry. It's like they went right back to square one. I was just like so disappointed. So then we get this final scene. So, damn, I forgot to say. That's how I know this shit was so corny, because I didn't even bring this up to lead to the final. Let me go back right quick. Yeah, so after Gary makes this shady contribution to, after Gary makes that shady contribution to Jordan's campaign, he gets up and like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And Angie's like, oh, it's, and Gary's like, I know where it is. I bought you this penthouse, you know. So now we get to this final scene. And she's telling Andy some embarrassing Jordan stories, whatever. Gary is not in the bathroom. Unless he used the bathroom that's in her bedroom. Comes out the bathroom, starts rambling through her room, finds her panties and starts sniffing them. So I'm like, oh my God, this wild ass nigga. So Penelope's like, I'm gonna go check on Gary. He just had that flu that's been going around. You saw my eye one like that? Like what? He just had this flu that's going around. So when Penelope steps off to go get Gary, Andy tells Jordan, like, you need to watch your back as far as Gary and him making that donation to your campaign. Jordan's like, I know you got my back there. I'm just not feeling the new Jordan. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. So Penelope finds Gary in Andy's bedroom jerking off to her panties. And I was just like, that's how we gonna end the episode? That's what y'all thought was tea? That's what y'all thought y'all should give us at the end of this episode? We already knew Gary still had feelings for Andy. Who the fuck didn't know that? I say over and over again that this ain't the end for Gary and Andy. I think it's the end romantically, but as far as manipulatively and annoyingly, we're going to still see more of Gary and Andy. I knew, though, back when he was saying all that shit about Andy, I was like, he's just saying that to get under her skin. He's lying. You could see his skin crawling and getting irritated when she said he ain't mean shit to her, and she was just using him until she found her perfect man or whatever. You could see him getting irritated. So it's just like, he gives a fuck about Andy. He tries to act like he don't. The whole time he was sitting out there with Penelope, he's mad. He just mad because Andy done moved on. And she ain't thinking about Gary. He tried fake flexing that 100K. Andy don't even care about the flex. She trying to tell her man to be careful. But yeah, that's how the episode ended, with Penelope catching Gary. And I'm just like, okay. Like that Swaggy P meme. Like, okay. Didn't give us nothing. Like I said, C-. This episode did just not give us nothing. Since this is the season 7 premiere, I guess I should give some predictions for episodes to come. From what I've seen, what is really going to happen? We ain't really saying nothing. Penelope probably still gonna stay with this nigga because we seen him talking to Gary. I mean, we seen him talking to Hayden in the preview. And he was like, I'm gonna stay engaged for as long as possible. You know, I'm not marrying her. This is like Penelope she's just gonna still be there and play. I mean, do what she gonna do. And we got this new Jordan, like ain't nobody feeling him. It's just like poor guy, he just came in. What happened to the old Jordan? Like, why did he just get replaced like that? And where the fuck is Robin, dare I say, for the 7th time? Where is Robin? We still have yet to see Robin. Calvin, I'm not really, back Calvin. I ain't really tripping off Calvin being gone. I mean, if we don't see no more Preston, I won't be mad. But if we see him, I'll be like, okay. Y'all can get rid of Maurice altogether. I don't even really need Maurice there. His character lackluster now, because what is he doing now? We shall see what this relationship between Sabrina and Rich will entail. We shall see how this pregnancy journey is going to be going for Karen. I feel like her pregnancy journey just started because we just starting to see her show. For the longest, she just had flat tummy, and we just looking at her like, are you pregnant, bitch? For a while, I was starting to think maybe they was going to write into the story that she actually wasn't pregnant no more, or lost the baby, unfortunately, or something like that. But now she's showing, and it's just like, okay. I wonder what the fuck Andy and Jordan going to think when they find out that Gary was in there jerking to her drawers. I wonder if Penelope going to play it cool when they come back out the room and not say nothing. Because she looked like she cursing them out on the next episode. Or I wonder if she just going to come out there and flat out tell Andy and Jordan what he was just doing. Anybody else? Yeah, Danny and Tony, I guess we'll see. Will he not fuck with her because she don't want to do therapy? Like I said, I don't know. After watching this episode, what was I supposed to be getting from this? And then I heard that he actually got some actual writers, and he's not just writing it himself. I don't know how much I believe that. I'm sorry, I got weed on my lip. I would find it hard to believe that these new writers came up with this bullshit for episode 1. I would find that hard to believe. I'm sorry. Those are my thoughts, expressions, what have you nots of episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review. Comment below what you would grade the episode, what you thought of the episode. You might have thought it was great. You might have thought it was A+, but me, C-. But comment below if I was off on anything, if I forgot anything, all that good stuff. Comment below. Thanks for watching this review. I think I already said that. I'm high, whatever. Well, like this review and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. Because I don't only review the Sistas, I review other shows as well. I can't wait for Saturday so I can review Power. Oh, R.I.P. to Neek. I'm so good. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next review. Peace.